Support for this podcast comes from the Central Valley Journalism Collaborative, connecting communities with the resources, infrastructure, and networks to ensure a vibrant local free press.
From KVPR in Fresno, this is Central Valley Daily. Happy Friday, it's December 12th. I'm Elizabeth Arkalian. This Sunday will mark the first day of Hanukkah, and many Jewish people in the Valley will be celebrating.
We're going to light a menorah, we're going to have live music, and we're just going to celebrate with great joy.
Coming up, we'll speak with a Bakersfield rabbi about the history and significance of Hanukkah. But first, these headlines. Catholics around the world are celebrating the feast day of Our Lady of Guadalupe today. Christian de Jesus Betancourt of our newsroom partner, the Merced Focus, reports that the holiday is especially meaningful here in the San Joaquin Valley.
Our Lady of Guadalupe represents the Virgin Mary, and according to the Catholic lore, in the 16th century, she appeared to an indigenous man in Mexico. She asked him to build a church for the poor. Centuries later, Our Lady of Guadalupe is considered the patron saint of Mexico. The day celebrates her, especially among Mexicans and the Mexican diaspora abroad. Like those in Merced, where many churches hold masses at midnight and before sunrise, many parishioners also gather for communal meals and mariachi performances of Las Mañanitas, a Mexican birthday song for the Virgin Mary.
That was Christian de Jesus Betancourt of the Merced Focus. The renovation of a historic downtown Fresno building is once again up in the air. The 107-year-old Bank of Italy building was expected to become a hub for agricultural startups. That's after a federal grant was given to the Central Valley Community Foundation. But the Fresno Bee reports that the cost of upgrades and federal funding restrictions leave the renovation on shaky ground. The building's owner told the Bee they're now open to other interested offers. They estimate the cost to renovate the building is around $35 million. This week, state and local officials in Los Angeles announced an effort to restore LGBTQ+ support services to California's 988 crisis hotline. Callers used to be able to access this support by dialing 988 and pressing the number 3. But the Trump administration shut the special support line down in July, announcing it would no longer silo LGBTQ+ services. LA Assemblymember Mark Gonzalez says bringing back the Press 3 option is crucial.
Because let's be honest, in this political moment, there are those who believe they can erase queerness by denying resources, by rewriting policies, by pretending our humanity is some optional line item in a budget.
LA County supervisors have approved a motion that could help relaunch Press 3 services for 988 callers in LA County. Assemblymember Gonzalez also announced that he would introduce a bill in the upcoming legislative session. That bill would help establish funding to relaunch LGBTQ+ support on the hotline statewide. The list of candidates campaigning for Fresno County Supervisor is growing. Fresno City Council member Mike Carbasi announced his campaign this week for District 1. The race already includes Kerman Mayor Maria Pacheco and Fireboss City Council member Felipe Perez. News outlet GV Wire reports that Carbasi does not currently live in the district, and he'd have to move and drop his run for county clerk. Reedley College just received a prestigious national honor for its agriculture program. The National Association of Agriculture Educators named Reedley College the Outstanding Post-Secondary Agriculture Program winner. The group awards schools by region, placing Reedley at the top of schools in the western United States.
Support for Central Valley Daily comes from Fresno Mazda, featuring 2025 models engineered to emphasize safety and adapt to all road and weather conditions during the holiday season. More information and the Mazda digital showroom available at myfresnomazda.com.
And now to our main story. The holidays are in full swing, and this Sunday is the first day of Hanukkah, the 8-day Festival of Lights. As you'll hear in today's conversation with Rabbi Shmuli Schlanger, this religious holiday has great significance to Jews. It is so much more than dreidel games and good food like latkes. It's a celebration of religious freedom and the triumph of light over darkness. Rabbi Schlanger leads the Chabad of Bakersfield and also is the Jewish chaplain at the state prison in Tehachapi. We were able to catch up with Rabbi Schlanger in advance of a few public events he'll be leading in Bakersfield and Tehachapi. Hanukkah follows the Jewish calendar and always starts on the 25th day of the month of Kislev, which is this Sunday. Rabbi Schlanger starts our conversation by sharing what he is most looking forward to this year.
So what I'm looking forward to is spreading the message of Hanukkah. And the message of Hanukkah is one of light. I am also the Jewish chaplain at Tehachapi State Prison. So I have been arranging for weeks now through all different ranks just to be able to light a menorah with an incarcerated person that lives in an environment of what could seem like darkness. And we are looking forward to bringing the message of Hanukkah, which is one of sharing light. Obviously, it is based on an event that happened many thousands of years ago in Jerusalem when the Syrian Greeks ruled over the land of Israel. And the story of Hanukkah happened when they forbade the Jewish people from taking part in their Jewish religion. Now, what was their problem exactly? Their problem is what they saw was a people who were very steadfast in their religion. And what they didn't like about the Jewish people is that they were so steadfast in associating every part of their lives with God. You know, God orchestrates all. And their steadfastness to God. So they had a problem with that. So they forbade them from practicing. And a small band of Jewish brothers stood up and said, no, who is with God, follow us. And they fought against the Syrian Greeks, and a war took place. And this small band of brothers called the Maccabees won this war. And that was a great miracle that a very small band of brothers won the war. But that is really not the focus of the holiday of Hanukkah. The holiday of Hanukkah. Do you want to ask me questions, or am I right?
Yeah, I have a follow-up to that because the Jewish faith has so many rituals and traditions. And for just folks who aren't familiar, can you elaborate on the importance of Hanukkah within the context of the Jewish faith?
Well, the importance of it ultimately is the commandment to light the menorah. But it goes back to the next miracle that took place, was that they went back to their temple and they tried to do what they did daily, which was to light the menorah, and there was not enough oil. So they had to make more oil, which would take 8 days, because they would go outside of Jerusalem to a place called Tekoa, which is alive and well today, and they would get the very best olives. So what they did is they went and they had enough oil to last 1 day. And they lit the menorah because they didn't want to pass over an opportunity. After the Greeks had defiled the temple, they put pigs on the altar, which was forbidden for Jewish people, and it was, a sign of making it impure. They wanted to take out the purity. And so they defiled the temple. They didn't destroy it. And after they cleaned it up, they lit the menorah, enough oil to last 1 day. They went back to make more oil, came back 8 days later, and the menorah was still lit. So it was a miracle. It was a miracle proving their point that above nature is belief. That belief is something higher than time and space. It's higher than us when we believe in something or believe in someone, when we believe in a loved one, when we believe in, it's a commitment of something higher than our understanding, 2 plus 2 makes 4. And this miracle proved that point. Yeah. So for this reason, this is how we celebrate Hanukkah.
I know many folks who maybe aren't familiar with the Jewish faith can recognize a menorah. They have 9 branches that hold the candles. Could you tell us more about the significance of the menorah itself and just why it's such a central part of celebrating Hanukkah?
Of course. So the first night of Hanukkah, we light one candle plus what's called the shamash. The shamash is the helper. Each candle is a mitzvah. It's a commandment, right? So we don't use the mitzvah for another mitzvah. So we have a helper candle, which lights the first candle.
Okay.
The second night, we'll light the second light. And the third night, we'll light 1, 2, 3. And then the fourth night, we'll light actually 4, 3, 2, 1. And every day we increase. And there was a great Talmudic debate of how we should light this menorah. And between 2 opponents, but they were greatest of friends. Their name was Shammai and Hillel. One said that we should light the menorah. The first night we should light 8 lights, and the second, and we should work our way down. And then there's the other opinion that says we should light 1, 2, and we should increase light. And the opinion we go with is that we increase light every single day, because it's the story of our lives that every one of us are this candelabra. Every one of us are this menorah that has to give out light. And we're not in an all or nothing, religion or life. Our lives are about increasing light every single day. So we go with the opinion of lighting and increasing another light every day.
Before I let you go, Rabbi, for the first day of Hanukkah, you'll be helping light a menorah in Bakersfield. And then on the second night, you'll light a menorah in Tehachapi. And both of those events are open to the public. So if people want to come, what can they expect?
So we're going to have, first of all, I have to say that we have a wonderful friend in our community. His name is Dror Ben-Ami, and his family, Klaus, and the rest of the family, they sponsor this beautiful event, which is going to take place at the marketplace. We've been doing it for many years over there at the marketplace in 9000 Ming Avenue. We're expecting hundreds of people to come. We're going to light a menorah. We're going to have live music, and we're just going to celebrate with great joy and bring in Hanukkah. Usually we do it on a Sunday, so this year it actually falls out to be the first light of Hanukkah that we're going to light publicly. On Monday night at 6 p.m., we're going to have a similar event at a place called Moses Master Carpet on Tehachapi Boulevard. That will take place on Monday at 6 p.m. Then we will be at the prisons bringing this light. And in addition, we're going to be visiting local nursing homes. There's nothing more important in this world than taking care of the elderly and the joy that we bring them. So that these are just some of the events that we're going to be busy with. So that's how it's different to the other holidays. It's about going out there and bringing and spreading the light outside, rather than just gathering in our home like on Passover and other holidays where we gather in our home and celebrate with our family. Hanukkah is a time to go out there and bring as much light to those outside.
Rabbi Shmuli Schlanger, Rabbi of the Chabad of Bakersfield. Thank you so much for joining me.
You're so welcome.
And if you are interested in hearing some Hanukkah-related music, this Sunday, KVPR is airing NPR's annual Hanukkah Lights program. The show is hosted by Murray Horowitz with a special tribute to Susan Stamberg. Susan was a founding member of NPR who passed away just a couple of months ago. You can listen to Hanukkah Lights Sunday night at 7 p.m. on our broadcast, 89.3 FM in Fresno, 89.1 in Bakersfield. You can always stream us online at kvpr.org or on the KVPR app. And that is today's show. Today's episode was produced by Jonathan Linden and KVPR with support from the Central Valley Journalism Collaborative. I'm Elizabeth Arkalian. Find the latest local news anytime at kvpr.org.
How does AI even work? Where does creativity come from? What's the secret to living longer? TED Radio Hour explores the biggest questions with some of the world's greatest thinkers. They will surprise, challenge, and even change you. Listen to NPR's TED Radio Hour wherever you get your podcasts.